What I have here might be the closest look at the future that's coming over the next decade. I've been waiting for the smart glasses future to finally become real, but up until now, most AR glasses have felt like you're strapping a heavy tethered monitor to your face, with a bunch of annoying cables and things connected to the back of your pocket. But today we're taking a look at the INMO Air 3, and out of everything currently in the market, this is the closest that we've gotten to a product that actually delivers on that futuristic promise without making you look too goofy. Because these are the world's first all-in-one AR glasses that integrate a 1080p full-color waveguide display. Now, right off the bat, let me just tell you what a waveguide display is because it's really cool. In the simplest terms, imagine that the image that you're wanting to see is inside of the stem of the glasses, and you need to get that image to the eye. Well, we basically have literal guides that direct the light exactly where we need it to go, which is your eye. This makes it so that nobody else can see what you're looking at because there's only one out point for the light to come out of, and that's exactly where your eye is looking. It's really a basic way of explaining it, and it's worth that you look into how this tech works because it is really cool, and it's a pretty recent tech invention that we've now gotten into consumer products. Now, I've been putting these through their paces for a while now, and if you're an early adopter, they definitely deserve a spot on your radar. Now, let's get right into the box. Inside, you get some clip-on shades so that you can be more immersed if you choose to, as well as when you are out in daylight. We also get a getting starting guide, and then we get the hardware that's trying to do what nobody else has quite nailed yet. A truly all-in-one design. There's no phone connection needed, no messy cables, and no external battery packs. Everything you need is on the glasses. The best part is that they actually feel like a solid finished product, and overall just kind of look like really bulky glasses. You also get different sized nose pads and an origami carrying case that you can fold up to have take less space when you aren't storing the glasses. And then you get a little remote control touchpad for navigating the interface of the glasses. It has multiple buttons on it, and like the glasses, it recharges with USB-C. We also have here the Ring 3 accessory, which is a wearable remote, which is a more unique way to control the interface of the glasses. And it's nice because you don't have to worry about where the controller went, and it also enables motion control, so you can just use your hand to motion where you want the pointer to go. The design itself is what INMO calls eyewear style. Up close, they're definitely on the chunky side for normal glasses, but on the smaller size given everything they have in them. The arms house a Snapdragon 8-core CPU, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and a 660 milliamp hour battery. There is a possibility that from a distance they pass as regular, just really chunky glasses, but overall they have managed to eliminate that huge bulkiness of traditional augmented reality devices, which makes the portability insane. So you can actually take these camping, fishing, on a plane or a beach without feeling like you're carrying a whole server room on your face. What really sets the Air 3 apart is that it actually runs Android 14 natively. So it's basically a full-on phone on your face, so basically a computer. And this is really rare because INMO made a deal with Google to include the Google Play Store and Chrome directly on the international version of these glasses. So that means you do have access to the whole Play Store library without issues. So you can download Netflix and sign in and watch movies and download them so that you can watch them on the plane, or even ChatGPT. And right now, most other AR glasses require you to sideload apps manually, which is just a whole pain, and I absolutely hate sideloading apps. And actually installed ChatGPT on these to try these as just kind of AI glasses, and they work perfectly as you would expect. The nice thing is that you do have 128 gigabytes of storage on board, which is a lot for apps and any movies and TV shows you might want to load on here. And INMO is really trying to make this as easy and as consumer friendly as possible. And frankly, they did a great job. They're not perfect, of course, and we're still in the early days of this tech, but it works so incredibly well that I am just impressed that we do have a full high resolution color display that's OLED and looks fantastic that others cannot see what you're seeing. But now, how does that display look? Well, inside these frames is a 1080p Sony Micro OLED display that hits 600 nits of brightness, so it's plenty bright actually, and you can actually see it in daylight as well. And what they actually use is a one-dimensional expanded exit pupil waveguide. So like I was saying at the beginning, it's really cool tech that gives you really enhanced visual clarity while still giving you full privacy from the person standing next to you. They have no idea what you're looking at or if you're really even looking at anything. And what you're seeing is a cinema grade display. It's a 150-inch virtual screen that's floating about 13 feet in front of you, and it has 3 degrees of freedom. And again, the cool thing is that you can navigate the whole thing using that smart ring or the included controller. Now for the ring though, it is interesting because you get a guiding cursor that feels very intuitive. The only real problem here is that typing out passwords is going to drive you absolutely insane. But the good thing is that, of course, passwords is a one-time and done thing. The fix for this is the fact that you can actually connect a mouse or even a keyboard to this. So if you wanted to type on these things on the go and everything and just have the display, you can actually fully do this on this one device. So I just connected the keyboard when setting up the device so I could sign into everything and just make everything super easy. I did take these out in strong daylight to see if that 600 nit display holds up. And watching Netflix, TikTok, YouTube while just kind of sitting on a park bench or just walking around while you're just, vibing out there in nature is very interesting. You can still see everything and hear everything around you while also seeing a massive TV in front of you. It's a very surreal thing. Obviously, some will say that this is an odd thing to do if you're going to go for a walk in the park. But I mean, some people listen to podcasts and stuff while they're walking around, and that means you're not really listening to nature. So, it has its use case in this scenario as well. You could just be catching up on a show or maybe even looking at some things that you're trying to learn for becoming a doctor. I don't know, but it's really cool, and you can actually see the display really well. Now, since this is a standalone machine, it's really cool because you can actually pull up AAA games via cloud gaming platforms like Xbox Game Pass or GeForce Now, and you can connect a controller to these just like you would any other Android device. So you can kind of just sit back and play games as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection. And of course, you can just download games from the Android Play Store as well. Now, there is a multitasking mode basically that allows multiple floating screens. So you can have a video playing in one and then browse the web in another. It's kind of a level of spatial computing in these. And where this mode shines the most is that you can place kind of like the window, let's say, above your laptop. And when you're not looking at the screen and you're looking at the laptop, the screen disappears and then you can look back up. But personally, with these glasses, I don't really care for that mode or anything. I actually love the fact that the screen is just there and I can basically see the screen and the laptop at the same time. And since both of them are at different distances, I can actually focus on the laptop. And when I'm focused on the laptop, it's like the screen is almost like the wallpaper of the laptop screen, if that makes sense, or of the monitor screen that you're looking at. It's kind of hard to describe, but one of the cool things is that this is also great for washing dishes or doing the laundry because you have a full view of what you're actually doing. Now, you can remote work with these. You can connect these to your PC or Mac and use these as a monitor if that's what you like. I wouldn't say that's their main purpose. I think these are best for media consumption, but this is something you can do with them. And there's also a slight vlogging aspect to these because there's a built-in 16 megapixel camera, so you can capture exactly what you're seeing completely hands-free, and it supports recording landscape video. But again, that's a feature that it has kind of in case you want to do it and use it for that. But again, wouldn't say that that's the main reason to get these glasses. And yeah, chores. For me, chores is a very interesting one that I don't think a lot of people are taking into account. It's something that I tried using the Vision Pro for, but they're too heavy. And when you're doing dishes with hot water, you kind of fog everything up and it gets kind of nasty and everything. With these, they're so lightweight and they're open, right? And you still have access to everything. There's no pass-through here. You just actually see the world as it is, and then there's a screen overlaid on top of that. It's a really cool thing and a big use case for these glasses, in my opinion. Now, I do have to be factual here. They're not perfect. And really, the biggest trade-off here is the battery life. Actually, when I went to use these for longer sessions, I kind of got hooked on it. I was kind of vibing with watching TV the way it was. Like, I got on my bed and I was just looking up, like as if it was a screen projected on my ceiling. And I was vibing with that. But it's like you only really get like 60 to 90 minutes of battery life before needing to recharge, which is fine. But obviously, if you're watching like a full movie or like a couple TV shows, you would want more without having to plug in. The cool thing is, of course, that you could wear these while having them plugged in a plane or something. So why these over big names like X-Real, Roguekit, or the Ray-Ban Metas, for example? Well, others require either a tethered cable to your phone, or like in the case of the Ray-Ban Metas, which are very stylish, they don't have an actual high-quality display for content. And there's thinner glasses out there that do have some augmented reality aspects to them, but they don't have a full color, high-resolution display for you to watch movies and stuff on. So the INMO Air 3 hit that kind of sweet spot where you get that full standalone operation with no phone needed whatsoever, as well as a full-on high-quality display. And then you also get this privacy aspect that you don't really get with most any other glasses out there. On top of that, these are indeed the first in consumer tech of having that full color waveguide display with OLED tech that makes the colors on the screen look very rich and full of depth. So overall, the INMO Air 3 is really a glimpse of what's coming in the next decade, right? It's products that kind of immerse us in our real world while also giving us these kind of new abilities, right? Like watch TV in whatever direction you want to look at if that's what you want, while still doing your laundry and not being distracted away from doing your laundry, if that makes sense. This isn't really a product for the average consumer as much as it is for tinkers, developers, and early adopters who want to be at the cusp of technology. But if you are an average consumer kind of interested in the idea of having a TV everywhere you go, then this is going to work really well, especially if you don't want anybody seeing what you're looking at, because it makes it look also less awkward when you're looking at people. It looks like you're just looking directly at them. So if you want a TV that you can carry in your pocket that nobody can see what you're looking at, then I really recommend giving them a try. And if you want to grab a pair or check out the current pricing, click that link in the description to learn more. Thanks to INMO for sponsoring this video and for sending these out. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Goodbye.